up, everyone? It is your girl, Gelbeauty-QM here, aka Grace Honey, and today we're gonna finally get into the new stuff from Sigma. So I've been trying to get this video filmed for a while, but I finally got around to doing it today. So we're gonna do it today. So I got the soft core collection. I have all 5 of the brushes. Then I have the Cool Neutrals palette from Sigma that we're going to use today. So we're going to start off using the eyeshadow palette just because I want to get this cute little cool tone look going, and then I can like cut underneath the eyes for once. I have a cute little lower lash line moment and all that. Hopefully we'll see. I don't know about the lower lash line moment. I still need to film my couple of battle videos with eyeshadow palettes because the eyeshadow palette videos never end for me. But this is what the packaging looks like. I just love the packaging of this. I think it's stunning. This palette kind of gives me the vibes of that one from, what is it, Give Me Glow, what was it, something about a cinnamon bun or something. It gives me vibes like half of that and then like half of the it being cool tone and mauvey. So you know, this is what she looks like. Absolutely stunning. I'm here for this side. I like this side as well. I just don't know that I necessarily want them together, so I guess that's why she called it neutrals, because you know, the warmish tone side could be more the neutrals and the cool tone side could just be, well, the cools. I'm assuming that's what the name is from, because I just don't see it as like, you know, cool tone neutrals if I'm seeing warm tones in it. I'm going to use my Sigma eye base. So they sent me the shade, what shade is this? I forgot. They sent me the shade Radiant, so we're going to use that today. Since it's a neutral palette, I don't have to necessarily worry about having, you know, my white base on or whatever. I was excited as soon as I saw this palette, y'all, because I was like, look here, let me find out y'all have a cool tone palette finally, because I feel like they do a lot of warms, and I'm like, I'd like some cools, and then they gave me cools, so I was excited. We're going to use Makeup Shayla's collab with Sigma. This is the large shader in the shade E60, and I'm going to use that to buff out my primer. Y'all know I usually like to use this brush to buff out my primer, so you know, it's no different today. I feel like I'm going to need to bring a little bit more of that eyeshadow primer up in this area though, so I might put a little more on the brow before we start. Just because when I put my colors up there, I wanted to, you know, have something to grasp onto. And since I'm focusing mainly towards the eye, lid, and not necessarily underneath the brow, the color might not stick as well. We want to make sure it sticks well. It's only, I think, my second or third time using it. I usually am using more, you know, colorful shadows, so I need more of a pigmented base to make sure the colors pop. Just had very busy blending in with the brushes. Put the straw up underneath there. I feel like maybe this would be good for highlighting underneath the brow too. I don't know. Y'all know I don't do stuff like that. My eyebrows, they just live on my face. They exist. They don't bother me. I don't bother them. You know, we just here living our best life. So that looks good, nice and sparkly, if you will. I feel like this should just be good to use as like a simple shimmer all over the lid if you're into that sort of thing and you don't use, like, you know, a lot of eyeshadow. So I'm feeling like I want to mix the two families together, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. Especially since it's a cool tone palette and, you know, a lot of this is giving some warm tone. So I'm thinking we're going to start off with the shade Harvest here. I love the Sigma always includes brushes. You normally don't want the brushes from, you know, an eyeshadow palette. But I feel like because they're a brand who's known for, like, you know, making brushes, and they just started making eyeshadow, I feel like I appreciate when they do it, because it's like I know it's going to be a quality brush, because it's like you started off making brushes and then, you know, branched off to other things. I'm editing like a 3 looks 3 palettes video for my members, so I should be coming soon. I actually did a couple of those for you all because my Get Rid of Beauty stuff came, and I did one for that. Now I'm doing one for the Glam Light palettes I bought, because I had bought the Garfield one a while ago, if you all remember, and I didn't do a video on it. I just did an Instagram look. For those of you who follow me on Instagram, you know, I actually have a palette that I feel like is really similar to that one that's going to be in the membership video when I do the comparisons. You all will get some videos on the other 2 palettes, just general content, but my members are getting the Garfield palette along with 2 other videos that I did comparisons on for you all. So just FYI on that. So I'm trying to decide if I want to put Onyx or Concord here in the crease. I'm thinking we're going to put Concord because it's pulling a little bit lighter than Onyx, and I feel like Onyx will give us that extra smoke. So I kind of want to mix Concord and Talisman in the crease and see how that goes. So I think I might start with Talisman and start with Concord or Condor, And then I'll add talisman on top of it to give it a little bit more lightness to it, or lighten it up a bit. And I use a Sigma E40 to start off with, and now this is a Sigma E45. Yeah, small tapered blending brush. I like it because it fits into the crease very nicely. And just dust everything out. Now if I wanted this to be more diffused, I'd have used it, the detailed diffuse crease brush to diffuse the color but still like give me wash color, but I want this to be pretty prominent. Now I might use the detailed diffuse crease brush on top of this shade in the crease just because I want it to be a light wash on top of it, but not to necessarily take away from the smoking look. But I still, because it's like a grayish purplish shade in here, I feel the need to use it. So we might use that brush for that, we might not. It depends on how I feel. So how we feeling about the smoke? Because I'm liking the smoke. I'm liking that it's springing the smoke. Yeah, I think I want to put the shade Talisman on top. So I'm going to grab a detailed diffuse crease brush. This is just what it looks like right here. The E33. It's a nice little soft brush. It'll pick up the product nicely, but it'll still like diffuse it out nicely, so it won't, the purple won't overpower the color we already have going on, but we'll still get a little bit of visible purple in the look, which is what I'm going for. Yep, this one is exactly what I wanted to do. Sigma is like literally one of the first like more expensive brands of brushes I started off with, because I used to buy like Real Techniques, and then there was this brand called Luxie, or Luxie, is that how you said it, that you could get in, you know, those subscription boxes, so people would like just sell their brushes since they had so many of them in their subscription boxes. So I would buy those off people's like Mercier and Poshmark when I first started out, because I was like, I don't know necessarily what to buy. And then I saw Jackie Aina with Sigma brushes, and I was like, well, if that's what she's using, then that needs to be what I'm using. I mean, like, I realized it wasn't gonna like elevate my game and make me just, you know, this magical eyeshadow blending person overnight, but I was like, you know, if that's what she's using, then maybe I should like consider it. And I've been using Sigma like ever since. So I've been using Sigma for a good like majority of the journey of my eyeshadow on my YouTube channel. So I've been using Sigma, I want to say like 5 years, and I've had a YouTube channel for like 6. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you can see, like, it has that nice little kind of purple cast to it now, but it still has that smokiness underneath. That's why I wanted to put the purple on the top, so that I still have the smoke, but I can still get a little bit of the purple in there. So I'm liking that. So now we're gonna go to Onyx, but I've just been trying to keep up with my editing now. I just ranked all my Snif fragrances before the one from Monet McMichaels comes out. Just, I told you, I feel like I've been so behind with everything for like the last maybe like 2-3 months. So I'm honestly just trying to catch up at this point. Thus us doing this video like right now, because this should have been out like probably like at least 2 weeks to a month ago. But like I've had to catch up with everything. Like the Rihanna blush is coming out. Should have came out before this. Hopefully I have edited that video. I just need to upload all these things to YouTube. So I'm like, I'm gonna upload all this stuff to YouTube tonight, hopefully, and maybe try to get this video edited tonight, because I don't think I have anything I have to do a wear test on. I'm trying to decide if we should do the purple or if we should stick to the smoky on the lid, because I'm like, I kind of want to go with the purple that's in the crease now, and I'm thinking that would be good. So I'm gonna swatch some, and then we can see which one I feel like is best. But you know what, I don't even think I need to swatch. I just want to use Iris. The shade right here, so I want to use the shade Iris. I feel like that'll be so gorgeous. And then maybe I'll take the shade Polished here, put that in the inner corner, so that way we can bring some of the warm tone side back. Because I feel like I haven't really touched on the warm tone side, but y'all know I'm not really a warm tone girl. So yeah, we're going to take the E14 flat brush from Makeup Shayla's collection, and that's what I'm going to cut the crease with the glitter glue with. You all see me a lot of time using this as well. I use a lot of my Sigma brushes pretty regularly. If I'm not using them, I'm using BK Beauty or like Refer, but in general, I usually stick to the Sigma ones. So now we're gonna take the E55, the eye shading brush, and go into the shade Iris and just start putting it all over the lid, because I'm telling y'all, to me, I feel like this is just gonna make this look pop so much, because I feel like it's gonna make the shade and the crease pop. It's giving a little bit more silver over like the lavenderish purple I felt like this was in the pan, so That's a little disappointing, but it still looks nice and it's still giving the majority of what I wanted it to give, so you know, that's fine. Because I think it just seems like it's an icy silvery lavender, which again I don't have a problem with. Y'all, so I'm supposed to be going to the movies tonight. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go to dinner after the movie, because there's only one more showing for my movie, so it's like I have to get this done by a certain time to make sure I get out there in time. And I was like, I was thinking about just getting a snack at the movie theater and not worried about going to dinner, but at the same time I'm like, I haven't gone out to dinner like in a long time, so I kind of want to, so I'm like, I'm trying to debate on what I'm going to do with that. I got my cute little outfit on and ready. I put this shirt that I have on top just to make sure I didn't spill any makeup on my shirt, because it's a cute little like studded top and I don't want anything to, you know, fall all over it. So we'll come back later and put the shade polished on, but right now we're done with the eyeshadow palette. So I have, again, shout out to my girl Dionluvsmakeup. She was so kind to send over this foundation. I have been wanting to try it for a while. This is the Glowy Super Skin Foundation. She sent me the shade 28, and the funny thing is I was debating between 27 and 28. So if you all remember when I did my video comparing both of these, I don't know if you've seen it yet or not. Hopefully you've seen it before this one goes up. I had bought shade 27. So when she sent me shade 28, I was like, this is perfect, because shade 27 is my normal shade and shade 28 would be what? My summer shade. And what time is it now? Summer. So again, thank you so much to Dash Beauty for sending this over. I didn't get to do a friend mail video because my cousins were here when she sent me the box, and they got to read the card where she said I could like share with family. So of course they thought that they were just supposed to take it all, and I'm like, I know, but it's like I want to tell her thank you and like make the video. I ended up having to tell her thank you on Instagram because they had literally like took half the stuff out of there. And I was like, and then my mom's like, oh, well, your auntie can use this. And I'm like, so everyone's just passing out like my blessing. Why are you passing out my blessing to other people? I just, okay. But, you know, whatever. I appreciate that, and I've used a couple of the ones that she sent me in videos, and I used one in a Instagram post. I meant to combine another one of the Say one she sent me, because she sent me 2 Say foundations, and I meant to combine another one with this one, but since this is more my summer shade and it is summertime here in Chicago, I figured I'd just go ahead and use the summer shade. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm using the, what is it, Wonder Glow primer from Charlotte's Tilbury on my face right now. Please ignore this giant zit on my cheek. I don't even know where it came from. I think it was because I used a makeup removal wipe to take off my makeup one night, as opposed to like taking the time to actually take it off, and now I'm like paying for it now with this looking the way it does, but you know, whatever. So I'm just gonna take, I remember this being a really watery foundation, so I'm gonna take a couple of pumps and then see how that works for me, and then we'll get into these brushes, girl, because Dion has been raving about them, and when the bestie says something is good and she likes it, then you know I need to get it. And the fact that she got backups, I'm just like, yeah, okay, I need to stop playing around, stop playing games, and get it up. So I'm excited about the brushes. I was excited about was the concealer one, the foundation one, and then like the powder one underneath the eyes. I wasn't necessarily concerned about the blush one. I don't remember if there's like a bronzer one in here or not. That's what I should have been checking on and need to be checking on, because I honestly don't remember. I felt like it was just like foundation, concealer, powder, and blush. But I'm hoping there is a bronzer one, because I don't actually have a Sigma bronzer brush. I think that's one of the few brushes from them I don't have. I think I might have like an angled contour brush, but like an actual big fluffy bronzer brush from them I don't think I have. Or maybe I do. I know they sent me some stuff in PR a while ago, so it might be in there. So we're gonna take this soft coverage F48, which is supposed to be the foundation brush, and just work it on out. Okay. I feel like it's doing a nice job of blending out the product and it's making it look nice and smooth on the skin. I don't feel like there's like those harsh lines from when you do have like a brush that you use on your face, because you know I've heard Jackie Aina say like she can see like the brush strokes from where she had like a foundation brush on her face, so, or where she applied the product. So I don't feel like I'm seeing that, which I like, and I feel like it's blending it out nicely and evenly across the skin. So That's nice. And it feels comfortable on the skin when you blend it out. Like, they just feel like really nice, soft bristles. There's nothing scratching or difficult to use. So far I'm liking this one, but I felt like I was gonna like this one. I usually like their foundation brushes. I have the round top kabuki, I have the flat top kabuki, so I have a couple foundation brushes from them already, and I've been enjoying them. So as you can see, I'm even using their sponge. Like I told y'all, like I love me a good Sigma moment. So I have been wanting to try the sponge forever. They so kindly sent it over to me in PR when they had their anniversary sale. It was their anniversary sale, their semi-annual sale. So I was excited to have it. I feel like this foundation just looks like your skin, but better. And I feel like once I put my concealer and powders and all that on, it'll calm down. Because I feel like it's a little red right now, but you know, I haven't really been out in the sun that much. Like besides my like driving places, like I'm usually stay in the house, so I can see why it wouldn't, you know, it might look a little red just because I haven't been out in the sun enough for like it to blend in a little bit better. So I'm gonna take my Natasha Denona concealer. Y'all know I use the shade 512 usually. So we're gonna take that and put it on, and then we're gonna get into this concealer brush. I was gonna put some on my nose anyway, but I didn't plan on doing it like that. So I just kind of, I'm gonna take the concealer brush now. This is the F72 Soft Angled Concealer. And use that, but let me blend it out with the 3D sponge from Sigma. The concealer on my nose. Because it kind of reminds me shape-wise of the one from Rare Beauty, but I feel like this one is much softer. I feel like those bristles are a little bit more compact, so I'm liking the fact that this one is softer. And it's putting out quite easily and nicely. I tried to use a little thicker of a concealer to see if that was going to make a difference in how it moved it, because I do feel like this concealer is a little thick. I don't find it to be too thick. I know some concealers are thicker than others, like that Kevin Aquan one. I feel like it's quite thick in the jar that he has, whereas his one that comes in the doe foot applicator is a little thinner. But I feel like this will work with either one, but I wanted to try it with a thicker concealer, and I feel like it did a great job, so I'm liking that as well. Again, I'm not surprised. Now, I have never tried a concealer brush from Sigma, but I do feel like that one is really nice. And if you wanted an alternative to the Rare Beauty one, I feel like you would like that one. I like that one because it's a little bit bigger, and I feel like it covers a little bit better ground underneath the eyes. Not that the Rare Beauty one is bad, it's just I prefer the Sigma one. Plus, I like the fact that the bristles are softer on it. I'm liking the whole soft, because sometimes I feel like when it's too hard, it might pick up product on your face, and I feel like this wasn't doing that, so I was happy about that. So I really like both of those so far. And this one, working with the face, as you can see, I look much brighter and nicer now. So let's get into the powder brush. So we have this F08, and this is the Precision Powder Brush, which is funny because I think, isn't that the name of the highlighter brush? No, sorry, the highlighter brush is F03. So I'm going to take this brush now, and this Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Pressed Powder. If you all remember, they sent me this powder over in PR when I did another video showing it with you all. So I'm going to put this down. And I love how nice and soft this feels on the skin and underneath the eyes. Like, I'm telling y'all, I'm loving the softness of these, but they're still like doing a good job and performing the way I expect Sigma brushes to. So let's So far this collection is a 10 out of 10 for me with every brush I've tried so far. The foundation one was nice and soft, but still blended out the product nicely. I don't feel like it absorbed a lot of the product in the brush, and that's my concern sometimes when brushes are softer. So it was not absorbing a whole bunch of the product in when it comes to the liquid ones. It's still leaving a good majority of the product on your face, and it's not leaving any streaky brush strokes or picking up product. So far these brushes are 10 out of 10 for me. Now I don't have one to put the powder on my face, so when we get to putting the powder on my face, I'm going to use the what do you call it, the original powder brushes from their regular line, just because I don't have another one to use. But I'm really liking the way this is looking. So the only ones I'm going to have to use that are not part of this collection are the F03, the Sigma cheekbone brush for my highlighter, and then the F30, which is a large powder brush. So these are the two that we're going to use from the regular collection. Everything else is from the soft collection. But I need to go pick up my bronzer and my highlighter out of the bathroom along with the blush, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm trying not to use everything Sigma, so I'm going to use the Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter in the shade Deep on the face, as opposed to, like, you know, using the setting powders from them that I would normally use. So I'm just going to take the F30 large powder brush and start patting this all over the skin. I would usually use the flat top Kabuki because it's supposed to give more coverage, but I don't plan on having this makeup on that long, and I'm going to use, you know, the short Tilbury setting spray to help it, in addition to still trying out the Glam Light one from the Fresh Prince collection, which I will say the mister on that one is way better than the original one it was, because honey, before it was just like a whole hot mess, and I was like, no. That Rick and Morty one, I don't know. No, just say no. So this is what the face is looking like. I told y'all once we got all the powders and stuff on, that would look more like me as opposed to the color it was, but it still works for my skin tone right now because it's summer. So again, thank you, Daph. I am truly grateful I didn't have to go out and buy my own summer shade, because I do like the foundation enough to do so, but thanks to Daph's makeup, I did not have to. So next we're going to take the Sigma matte bronzer in the shade Deep. Y'all know this is my favorite bronzer, like, or one of my favorite bronzers. See, like, the name is missing. That's how much I look like. You don't see the name Sigma. There's a nice little dip in there. We're going to take the Soft Sculpt F11 and just sculpt out this face. So, ooh. And immediately it's just bronzing us up very nicely. Okay. Okay, Miss Sigma. If you're interested in purchasing any of these brushes or any of the Sigma products you see, I do have a code. It's just Gelbeauty. It's not 87. They took the 87 off and said Gelbeauty. So Gelbeauty I am when it comes to Sigma. And y'all, like, look how nice and sculpted that looks. I think I might have found my new favorite bronzer brush. It's just so soft and nice and blends out the product so nicely. And it's just a joy to rub it all over my face. You see, I can't stop. I'm like, I don't need to put on more bronzer. I'm just doing it because this brush feels so nice and soft and still applies the product so effortlessly and flawlessly without streakiness or patchiness or it being a whole bunch of product absorbed in the brush and not on my face. Because again, I feel like with soft brushes, I feel like a lot of the time that's what I personally feel like happens with them. So the fact that it's not doing that, I'm just like, yes. So the last one we have to try out from this collection is the F43, the soft angled cheek brush. And I'm going to take this V's blush in the shade Piazza, which is just like my skin tone but better type vibes because we got the neutral thing going on. So I figured we just keep with the neutral thing. But I really like this blush. I haven't used it in a while, so I figured I'd use it today. As you can see, it's definitely giving my skin but better vibes, but you can still see like a difference in the tone of it and the bronzer. So that's another thing I like about this blush. I want to know what's going on over there. I think she's been having some drops. I've been getting emails, but I don't know what exactly they are. I'm behind on looking at emails, but look how nice the color looks on the cheeks and how evenly it's distributing the product. Like, honey. Yes, Miss Sigma. Yes. So 10 out of 10, I definitely recommend these brushes. I like every one I try. I don't have a favorite out of them other than really liking the fact that the concealer brush is really big and wide and gets underneath the eyes very nicely. Because the thing I've liked about the Rare Beauty one was the shape, but I feel like it's not as wide and it's not as soft as this one, so I would prefer this one over that one. I like this powder brush for underneath the eye. I feel like I have similar brushes for powder underneath the eye though, but I do like this one. I'm not usually big on angled cheek brushes, but this one surprised me, and because of the softness and the texture of the bristles on it, it made a really nice joy to work with. My favorite ones would probably be these three though, like the foundation brush. It just put the product on so nicely. The concealer brush is definitely a favorite, and the Sculpt and Bronzer brush, I'm gonna have to get a backup of like these three if I don't get a backup of anything else, just because I'm really impressed with it. So those are all the ones I have from the new collection. Let's get into my highlighter now. I'm feeling this gold one from them. This is Golden Hour. Sorry, I should have opened it right. That would help. So this is Golden Hour. As you can see, I've been taking a little dip in it here and there recently, just because, you know, I've been getting more into gold highlighter recently. So I'm like, utilize what you got, girl, instead of trying to go get new stuff. It kind of gives me a little bit of the vibes of Rich Honey from Rihanna too. It's a little bit lighter gold than Rich Honey, but it definitely gives me the vibes of Rich Honey when it comes to like the pigmentation and somewhat of the coloring. It's a little bit lighter than Rich Honey, like I said, but they both blend on the skin nicely. They both have a like nice subtle glow. It's not like blinding glow, but it's still like, you know, it's a good little highlighted moment. So I feel like it gets the job done. As you can see, I just lathered my face in it, but it's cute, girl, so I need it. I think we'll just wrap it up here and I'll back you up and talk about my thoughts as a whole. I gave you my thoughts on the brushes. The eyeshadow primer, it's okay. It's not like one that I plan on rushing out to use frequently, but we know I can't use that frequently because I don't usually do neutral stuff like this to where that would work for me. I need one that's more pigmented. Now, if you are of a lighter skin tone, then this might be a good one for you to use because you already have lighter skin, so you don't necessarily have to worry about trying to make the colors pop for you as much as I have to worry about making the colors pop for me. So that's just something to keep in mind if you're interested in. I think it's a nice product. I think it would be nice for everyday simple like eyeshadows for people who have to go to work and, you know, don't get to wear colorful eyeshadow that often. I feel like this will work for you. Maybe up to like medium tan skin tone. If you're not worried about having colorful pigmentation or colorful pigmented eyeshadows to put on, then this would be a good one for you. It works nicely. As you can see, it made my eyelids look quite nice, but I feel like it's more for people who do neutrals on a consistent basis, which we both know I don't. You all know how I feel about this bronzer already. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. This is one of the things I recommended during the sale. I've been enjoying the highlighter though. With the blushes, I have the blush palette, and I don't reach for blush palettes that often, but I do remember the quality of their blushes being nice. So if you're interested in the blushes, you should try those out as well. But I'm mainly excited about these brushes and this palette because I'm so happy they finally added a cool tone. I feel like for the longest time they did lots of warm tones. They tried to do a little bit of color here and there, but they're usually known for like, you know, neutral palettes and usually warm tone neutral palettes. So I'm just excited they finally added for the girlies like me who love cool tones. And if you're interested in purchasing it, I think you'll like it, especially if you're a person who does use warm tones a good majority of the time but want to dabble in cool tones. I feel like this would be perfect for you because it is like half warm and half cool, so you can get a sense of both and incorporate both in your look. Or if you're just more warm tones and want to dabble in cool tones every now and again, you have a palette that's dedicated just to that. So I feel like this would be good for people who are somewhat afraid of cool tones but, you know, still want to try them out. You know, Sigma always has amazing deals and you can always use code Gelbeauty to purchase. But I can see myself getting a lot of use out of these brushes. I'm gonna have to wash them tonight so I can take them home and use them all week, because I'm telling y'all, like these right here, when they have another sale, I will definitely be ringing up on some of them. I might buy the whole bundle again. We'll have to see, but I'm thoroughly enjoying them so far, and I will keep you updated on how I feel about them. I might just add them in the complexion corner, even though I normally do complexion products, but it's something you use with a complexion product, so I figured that'd be good. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. But wait, why did you leave? Why was you gonna let me leave and we didn't put this in the corner shade? And see, y'all, why y'all so petty? Why y'all be doing me so bogus? I told y'all we was gonna do that later on. I look up, I'm about to leave, and you ain't said nothing. Y'all are just so petty. No, but we're gonna put the shade polish in the inner corner now. And I'm thinking I might do a black eyeliner. I don't know, we'll see. And I'm liking the fact that it's kind of like taupish, because I thought it was going to be more like a pearly type shade, but I'm liking that the taupish is adding a little bit more smoke to the look for the outer V shade, because it's giving like depth. It gets some depth in the inner corner, which is unique to what I normally do, because y'all know I normally try to have a brighter inner corner, but I figured since the lid was bright that we could put this kind of deeper inner corner shade in, but it still gives a little pop, but not too much, so I'm feeling it. Okay, be blessed, girl. Bye.